considering to move for another goalkeeper in the summer. Also, they have Stefan Ortega at the club. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, we touch on Pep Guardiola, something else on Man City, but also Tottenham, Barca, Xavi. Let's jump into it together. So guys, let's start this video by mentioning something quick about Barcelona, because I keep receiving many questions on the future of Xavi Hernandez. Guys, what happened after the game yesterday was not a proper meeting between Xavi and Laporta. They just spoke like 2-3 minutes after the game, as they usually do in the dressing room after winning the game. Laporta congratulated Xavi, that's it. But then the proper meeting, the face-to-face meeting, the crucial meeting between Xavi and Laporta will be soon in the next days, and we will understand as soon as it takes place the future of Xavi Hernandez, that remains absolutely open in this moment. Juan Laporta wants to speak to Xavi. Xavi wants to understand from Laporta what's going on, because again, Xavi was not informed from the club, from anything from the board. He never received any communication about this situation. He's reading from the press, from the media, saying for the team, but he doesn't know what's going to happen directly with Barcelona. So obviously he knows that Laporta is not happy with the current situation, but at the same time he still has to have a conversation with the president to decide about the future. So that meeting will be crucial. The one after the game was not a proper meeting to discuss about the future. So Laporta and Xavi, that meeting will be absolutely crucial to understand the future of Barcelona manager. Also really important to say guys, that Pep Guardiola, after winning the Premier League with Manchester City, making history once again, 4 in a row, legendary manager, very really incredible achievement for Pep Guardiola, has told the press that he's closer to leaving Man City than staying in 2025. What does it mean? The contract of Pep Guardiola, guys, expires in summer 2025. Pep will 100% stay at Manchester City this upcoming season. So for the season 24-25, Pep will be there. Pep wants to win the Champions League again, wants to fight for all the titles. So Pep is already involved also in the conversation to plan for the summer transfer window at Manchester City. So work in progress on that. For sure, Pep Guardiola will build Manchester City squad for the summer. But when it's about the season 25-26, the future of Pep Guardiola is absolutely open. And when he goes and says that the feeling is that he's closer to leaving than staying, means that in the reality, Pep Guardiola and Manchester City are not discussing a new contract. So at the moment between Pep and City, the situation is really happy, really quiet, but not discussing beyond 2025. And also Pep Guardiola full focus is on next season, not over that, not 25-26 or 26-27. Pep wants to focus on next season and probably in 2025 decide about his future. But there is a concrete possibility to see Pep Guardiola leaving Manchester City in summer 2025. So let's follow that situation, but it's a really concrete possibility. And let's see what happens in the next year. About Manchester City, guys, I wanted to tell you something I got on goalkeeper Ederson, who is currently injured. We wish Ederson all the best to be back as soon as possible in Manchester City squad, also replaced by Rafael in the Brazil squad for the Copa America because of his injury. But what I'm hearing is that there is a concrete chance for Ederson to leave Manchester City in the summer transfer window. It's a serious, concrete possibility for Ederson to leave Manchester City. There is interest from Saudi, there is interest also from other clubs, so the goalkeepers market could see some movement in the summer transfer window. We have to keep an eye on several goalkeepers. For example, Inter appreciate Bento from Atletico Paranaense. There is interest in Mamardashvili, including Atletico Madrid. We have to see what happens with Diano Black. We have to see what happens with Ramsdale, who is appreciated by Newcastle, but is currently not a done deal despite all the reports. And I see Ramsdale leaving Arsenal in the summer transfer window. Part of this domino could be also Ederson. There is a possibility for Ederson to leave Manchester City in the summer transfer window. Man City are considering to move for another goalkeeper in the summer. Also, they have Stefan Ortega at the club, who is doing fantastic. He's not just a backup goalkeeper, but what he's doing is really special. Every time he's in action, he's always doing very well, including that incredible save on Son that made the difference for a Premier League title for Manchester City. And so keep close eye to Ederson, because could be one of the players to leave Manchester City in the summer transfer window. And then, guys, let me touch also on Tottenham, because we already mentioned something on Ange Postecoglou. I told you in the recent days that Ange Postecoglou is not walking away. Ange Postecoglou has no problem with the club, so Postecoglou was not happy with the mentality around the Manchester City game, because Ange Postecoglou believes that Tottenham has to start with a different mentality, with a winning mentality. So Ange Postecoglou wanted to bring something different about that, but it was a positive message, not a negative message. Ange Postecoglou has no problems or no issues with the club. Ange Postecoglou is happy at Tottenham. Tottenham are extremely happy with their manager. They believe they have now a style. They have someone who really cares about the club, who can bring Tottenham on a different level. So they will keep on building together. What's important to say about Tottenham is that in the summer there will be many changes. I already told you about that. So let's enter into some details, but could be up to 7, 8, 9, 10 players leaving Tottenham. For example, let me start from players like Reguilón returning to Tottenham from Brentford loan. I see Reguilón leaving Tottenham in the summer transfer window again. Same for Joe Rodon, same for Jet Spence. All these players returning to the club are expected to leave. For Emerson Royal, I told you there is interest from AC Milan. So Milan have Emerson Royal and Thiago Santos, Lille right back, as two potential options. They will bring in a new right back, and Emerson Royal is appreciated. No Bayern at the moment on Emerson Royal, despite reports in the recent days. They are not in concrete negotiations at this stage. Let's see if they will decide to open talks for right back, but they invested on Sacha Boey in January. And then for Tottenham, guys, I see Pierre Højbjerg leaving the club. 1 year left on his contract. He signed with a new agency, and so the expectation is for Pierre Højbjerg to leave the club in the summer transfer window. Bryan Gil, he rejected some loan moves in January. He wants to leave only on a permanent transfer in case he finds a good project for him. And so Bryan Gil is expected to be one of the players to leave Tottenham in the summer transfer window. Tottenham still have to decide what they want to do with Timo Werner. That is going to be an important point too. Ryan Sessegnon is leaving Tottenham as a free agent. The season has been made, so it's over between Tottenham and Sessegnon, with the player already attracting interest from several countries. So there will be a lot of movement around Tottenham. Of course, we mentioned the outgoings, but Tottenham will bring in several players. It could be up to 4, 5 players. Again, let's see what happens with Werner, but the expectation is for Tottenham to be really busy. And then the club believes they signed a fantastic talent with Lucas Bergvall, the Swedish guy who was close to joining Barcelona, and then he decided to join Tottenham at the end of the January transfer window, but now actually coming to Tottenham in the summer to start this new chapter. So Bergvall is coming. Ange Postecoglou is planning with the club. There will be many changes in terms of players leaving and players joining, but for sure all made together by the board, the chairman Daniel Levy, and of course the directors and the manager Ange Postecoglou, who is not having any issue, is fully focused on Tottenham job, and so they will keep going together to rebuild the team in the summer transfer window. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Tottenham changes to Pep Guardiola. Ederson could leave Manchester City, and also Xavi Hernandez. Stay, leave, what's your feeling? Let me know, guys, here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell. As always, guys, see you soon on the channel with Fabrizio.